Live on WPRI 12 and on WPRI.com. This is Eyewitness News This Morning. Coverage you can count on.
2 people in the hospital following this helicopter crash off of Cape Cod. We have the latest developments on the crash and the victim's conditions. Plus, a wrong-way driver kills himself and nearly kills a local man. We're now hearing from him and his road to recovery. Good morning. It's Saturday, June 18th. I'm Julianne Peixoto.
And I'm Pete Mangione. We are off to a spectacular start, Julianne.
Yes.
We're going to have temperatures right around the 80-degree mark today and a lot of sun and low humidity.
That's always a good news for me. Sunshine, blue skies. Perfect for the chowder cook-off.
Perfect for the chowder cook-off. I mean, I have been to this event in the past where it's a little too warm. You're drinking all that warm chowder, and sometimes that's not a great combination. That will not happen today. Ideal weather, in fact, a picture-perfect shot of Newport this morning. Keep in mind the Chowder Fest, which used to be in this area right here just off Newport Harbor, is now at Fort Adams, a beautiful location. So if you're heading there today, expect really nice weather. Probably t-shirt weather for the entirety of this event in Newport, because we'll be seeing the sea breezes taking their time kicking in today. Now, as we take a look at some of our conditions, what you are noticing is that our temperatures have been warming up as of late. We have temperatures right now warming into the 60s after being into the low 50s earlier. And we're also seeing blue skies on our city cam. In the meantime, let's see if I can get this graphic to push over. There we go. There's a look at Providence with the blue skies. And there are the temperatures I was mentioning, 63 right now in Providence. Taunton, you're still at 59 after being around 50 earlier this morning. For the rest of the day, temperatures quickly rising into the 70s. By 1 o'clock in the afternoon, winds out of the east at around 5 to 10 miles an hour, temperature of 81. And by 5 p.m., we're at 77 degrees with breezes out of the southeast. We're going to talk more about that Father's Day Futurecast. We know that's very important for Dad. Those details coming up in just a few minutes.
2 people are in the hospital after a helicopter crashed on the Cape. Officials say the helicopter went down on the edge of a pond in Chatham. Now we're learning one of the victims is a local woman. Eyewitness News reporter Kelly Sullivan has the latest developments.
Police say the helicopter was hired to do aerial real estate photography, but around 1 o'clock on Friday afternoon, witnesses say they heard sputtering of an engine before that helicopter crashed. The 2 people on board were rushed to area hospitals. Just a few more feet into Crow's Pond, and police say this helicopter crash in Chatham could have been much worse.
The water that they are just out of is considerably deep.
Police say the pilot, 48-year-old John Ryan of Scituate, Mass., and his passenger, 48-year-old Tyra Pacheco of Acushnet, Mass., were taking aerial photos for a real estate company. But around 1 o'clock, the 2002 Robinson helicopter took a turn for the worse.
I looked up and I saw that it was coming around doing a quick circle, if you will, and then all of a sudden I heard the sputtering of the engine and a very fast decline.
The helicopter crashed just at the water's edge. On the ground, witnesses saw the aircraft's bent rotor blades and a broken fuselage. They also heard the frantic cries from the 2 inside.
He was clearly in a lot of pain. His leg was clearly badly hurt, but he was only worried about the passenger and trying to keep her calm.
Emergency crews arrived within minutes.
The passenger was still in her seatbelt, somewhat submerged under the water. Her head was above, and she was just in a lot of pain.
Ryan was taken to Cape Cod Hospital in Hyannis with serious injuries. Pacheco was flown to Massachusetts General Hospital with critical injuries.
It was just coming too close for comfort, you know. I thought, oh, something's not right.
And that's why federal investigators will be on scene of the crash today. They're trying to figure out just what went wrong, how come that helicopter crashed. According to Fox 25 News in Boston, the helicopter belongs to Ryan Rotors, and according to that company's website, it's been operating helicopters since 1994 out of the Plymouth airport. Reporting in the control room, I'm Kelly Sullivan, Eyewitness News.
New details now on a case of vandalism at a local school. Taunton police say Coyle and Cassidy High School was ransacked last weekend. The president of the school told authorities they had a play last Saturday, and the following day a custodian found a window smashed in the main office, a broken classroom door, and also a smashed fish tank. Police are reviewing surveillance video. Turning to a story you saw first only on Eyewitness News, a man seriously injured after his car was hit by a wrong-way drunk driver is now sharing his story in the hopes it will educate others. Christian Soye-Su was driving home from work last August when an SUV slammed into him, driving the wrong way down 95 near the 195 split. The 26-year-old wrong-way driver died at the scene. Soyesu suffered a broken femur, shattered knees, and almost had to have his foot amputated. He spent 3 weeks in the hospital and now owes more than $100,000 in medical bills.
Driving on the roads are just different. People have too much distractions, whether it's phones or friends or whatever the case may be. I just feel like people need to be more aware, just understand that, hey, like, your actions could change someone's life or potentially take a life away.
A GoFundMe page has been set up for him, which has now helped him raise $1,100 so far. You can find a link on our website, WPRI.com. Time now is 7:35. More local coverage coming up on Eyewitness News this morning. A very famous man to these parts who's serving in prison for has several items up for auction. We'll tell you who that is. Plus,
I'm Walt Buteau. A mystery found in a basement unraveled on Street Stories.
So what's the next one up?
Says it's a Buick.
Wow, that doesn't look like a Buick.
So your dad let you borrow the
Buick, Mr. Simmons. And it's got a 5-star overall safety rating.
I don't think that's what he's worried about. I bet you haven't seen anything like it.
It's a Buick.
And what you'd call an early adopter.
Now current lessees, switch to Buick and get this low-mileage lease on this 2016 Verano for around $169 per month. See your Southern New England Buick dealer.
My Westport Sleeper. Perfect sofa by day, perfect bed by night. The ultimate sleeper sofa, only $6.99.
Or is it a sofa sleeper? Look at its contemporary design, the coordinating toss pillows.
I don't know. With my Bobopedic mattress, it's an incredible sleeper sofa.
Yep, an incredible sofa sleeper.
Either way, in twin, full, or queen, brown, tan, or gray, still only $6.99.
The Westport Sofa Sleeper.
Or Sleeper Sofa, only at My Bob's Discount Furniture.
There's nothing like summertime in the Ocean State, and the Roadshow wants you to have the best summer ever.
That's why we're going prime time.
From the coast to the city, we're showing you some of the hottest places to visit and cool things to do.
So grab your sunscreen,
your flip-flops, and your appetite.
And celebrate summer Roadshow style.
Roadshow Summer Stars premieres July 7th at 7 on Fox Providence.
Make warm summer evenings even more enjoyable with great friends and unforgettable food. There is no better place to savor summer dining at its finest than on Camille's Roman Garden patio. Enjoy classic Italian cuisine with the freshest ingredients, accompanied by the most exceptional wine selection on Federal Hill. Camille's, a Rhode Island dining landmark serving the soul of Italy in the heart of Federal Hill. Call Camille's at 401-751-4812 today for reservations.
This 4th of July, Nissan's giving you 1,000 more reasons to celebrate. Choose excitement, capability, safety, and get holiday bonus cash. During Nissan's Free to Choose event, get up to 1,000 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers, or get 0.9% financing on Rogue. Hurry! Bonus cash ends July 5th. Shop at your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com today.
Good morning, I'm meteorologist Pete Mangione. Comfortable weather in terms of humidity for the next couple days. It really doesn't start to get all that muggy until Tuesday, where dew points go in the 60s, but then it just goes away again. So no big time humidity for the most part in our future cast. We'll discuss your Father's Day hourly forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Julianne.
Two Rhode Islanders meet for what one of them calls a one-in-a-million miracle. And it starts with a bizarre discovery in a basement. Eyewitness News reporter Walt Buteau has more in this week's Street Stories.
This is what happens when something you thought was lost forever is found by someone who cares.
Oh, my mother's home.
Harry and Carol went from never met to forever connected.
It was amazing. It blew my mind, honestly. It really did.
Harry has no idea why the box marked with Norma McMillan's name was mired in the clutter of the basement of his Westerly apartment. Carol knows only that a tragic mistake during a move misplaced the box in a storage unit that sold to the highest bidder. But that was 5 years ago.
I just thought she was lost forever.
I felt like it just wasn't right that it was down there.
Maybe they own.
That night in Richmond, Carol had a vision involving her mother that she still can't explain.
It wasn't actually a dream. She was just standing there, clear as day, clear as day.
Harry had just dusted off the box, made a video, and put it out there on Facebook.
And I asked people to please share so that we could find the family of Norma.
Instantly, I messaged Harry. I was like, I don't believe this. Unbelievable.
And it was Carol, and she was ecstatic.
That's a miracle. The whole story is a miracle.
A miracle perhaps for her, and a step towards salvation for Harry, who about the time she lost the box, was battling a potential life or death choice of his own.
Come October this year, I'll be 4 years clean from opiates and heroin.
She's home.
She was shaking when I handed her the box, and she gave me a really good minute-long hug, and it just made me feel right.
Having her back and sitting there in my living room now, she's home. My mother's home.
I have a lot of making up to do, so every day I try to.
And he seems to think he has to make up for things he's done in the past. Well, past is past. This is now, and that's all that matters.
And she says whether Harry likes it or not, he is now part of her family for bringing her mom home. Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.
Time is now 7:41. Still to come on Eyewitness News, it's officially been more than 1 year since the tragic shooting at the Mother Emanuele Church as mourners remember the victims lost. And David Ortiz and Ted Williams are now tied in one career stat as the Red Sox look to bounce back from their loss to the Orioles.
And that ball is gone.
The Volkswagen Passat comes standard with a turbo engine. The turbocharger uses
turbine-driven force induction to help boost engine performance and fuel efficiency.
Or it's more fun to drive.
I wouldn't know about that.
Well, did you know it also comes with a standard rear-view camera and best-in-class rear legroom?
That's cool, but not as cool as a turbocharger.
He likes turbos.
Hurry in and lease this 2016 Passat S for just $169 a month. Visit VWDealer.com today.
Has this ever happened to you?
It's freezing in here. Who touched this? I'm having a heat stroke. Are we making ice cubes? What? We living in a jungle?
There is a solution. If your house doesn't have vents, let Gem install a ductless mini split system. You can set the temperature of each room independently. Plus, you can use it for heat year-round, so you can have peace and quiet.
And that's something to dance about.
8675309.
Fathers who use steel pass down more than their tools. They pass down values. This Father's Day, give Dad a gift that works as hard as he does. Like dependable steel trimmers, starting at just $129.95, and legendary steel chainsaws, start at just $179.95. Real dads, steel dads. Find your Father's Day gift today at steeldealers.com.
The Summers on Us sales event is back. Buy a new 2016 Forte, Optima, or 1740.
There's no payments for 5 months, and we'll make your first 2 payments for you.
0% financing for 66 months.
Drive a 2016 Forte for only $89 a month.
2016 Optimas from $99 a month.
2017 Sportages from only $139 a month.
There's no payments for 5 months, and we'll make your first 2 payments for you.
At Courtesy Kia, the Summers on Us.
795 Newport Avenue, exit 2B off 95, or at courtesyma.com.
Monday, thousands of dollars paid by parents to help send a local high school band to Disney. The problem? Disney never got paid. And even more surprising, where the money ended up.
I want to make sure that money that was intended for the kids got where it was supposed to be.
Now those parents are turning to Target 12 to get answers. I'm Walt Buteau. See what our exclusive investigation uncovers.
Following the money trail, Monday on Eyewitness News Live at 5 on WPRI 12.
Community leaders gathered in Charleston yesterday to remember the victims of the deadly attack at an historic South Carolina church. It marked the first anniversary of the massacre that left 9 people dead. Eyewitness News reporter Brooke Silva Braga has the details.
Gospel music filled the TD Arena in Charleston on this first anniversary of the deadly shooting at the Emmanuel AME Church a few blocks away.
Mother Emmanuel rises from the ashes. It rises stronger than before.
9 black parishioners were killed during a Bible study class, including the church's pastor, South Carolina State Senator Clementa Pinckney.
He treated everyone with kindness and respect.
Prosecutors say 21-year-old Dylan Roof targeted the historic church because he wanted to start a race war. He's facing death penalty charges. Several of the speakers at Friday's memorial made a connection between the tragedy and this week's mass shooting in Orlando.
We share the wounds of the survivors.
Roof had been photographed with Confederate flags. In the aftermath of the racial attack, lawmakers removed the Confederate flag from the South Carolina State House. At the service, one clergy member asked for mercy for Roof's soul.
That was Brooke Silva Braga reporting. The community will hold 24 anniversary events over the next 11 days. Caught on camera, a car careens into a Texas road construction site, hitting multiple workers. Police say the car was heading north when the driver lost control, hit a parked car, then traveled into the work zone. The 4 workers who were hit and the driver all only suffered minor injuries. Police say they are still investigating what caused the driver to lose control. It's a family's worst nightmare. A woman from Pennsylvania went out of town, and during the vacation, pet sitters had to inform her that her dog years ago, and the family ever since has tried their best to locate Jax. And thanks to a real-life pet detective, Jax is back home following a tip, and after more than 1,400 days of wandering in the woods.
We were devastated. I mean, I didn't know how I was going to tell my kids that their dog was gone. We basically mourned him. We mourned the loss of our dog. You know, he's a family member. He's not just a dog.
And the family says they were convinced it was Jax when he jumped onto the couch during his favorite spot. A convicted murderer will have items that once belonged to him put up for auction. Boston mobster James Whitey Bulger had a collection of items, including a rat-shaped cup that Bulger used as a pencil holder, a sterling silver skull ring, and a replica Montreal Canadiens Stanley Cup championship ring. The court-ordered auction will take place next week in Boston, with proceeds going to the families of Bulger's victims.
Now here's meteorologist Pete Mangione with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Well, good morning, everybody. Looking at a gorgeous weekend for Father's Day. In fact, the humidity stays relatively low. No mugginess approaching until Tuesday. In fact, it's on Tuesday where our next chance of rain arrives. So the first item in our weather headline is the comfortable weather on the way for this afternoon. Pleasant afternoons, cool evenings. We'll talk about the cool evening part of the Futurecast in just a few minutes. And we have a little construction going on in case you're hearing some sawing in the background. So that's what that is. Anyway, it gets warmer, or it gets nice for Dad tomorrow. In fact, a gift for Father's Day with a nice stay at the beach and for golf, or maybe for Dad to do some construction or roof work. That'd be a nice activity too. Where is the rain? Well, thanks for asking. It actually arrives on Tuesday. We are running a rainfall deficit, so it'd be nice to get some rain, and at least it works out. We'll get the showers arriving next week and not for the weekend. In fact, a lot of the weekend looking like this. Blue skies over Oakland Beach and Warwick right now. And from Narragansett, we have a few cobwebs on the lens here. Very comfortable conditions right now with temperatures in the 60s. Live Pinpoint Doppler 12 not showing any precipitation, and we're looking at 59 in Taunton, 63 in Smithfield, 63 in Providence, and 61 in Westerly. Winds are calm, and winds will not be a very big factor for today. They'll pick up from the southeast 5 to 10, 5 to 15 by the afternoon. That would be about it, and we're going to leave you in the low category on the Eyewitness News Threat Tracker. Here is a deck of clouds off to the west. We have this batch of clouds offshore, but we are sitting pretty right in between as high pressure protects us for the next several days from any significant kind of weather system. Temperatures today in Providence getting into the low 80s, 82 for Smithfield. Very nice out to be at the golf course. Breezes shouldn't affect your hooks or your slices all that much. And even down for the great chowder cook-off in Newport, we'll be hovering right around the upper 70s or 80s, as it takes a while for some of these breezes to get going, and it may not be until after 3 or 4 p.m. where the temperatures finally cool off to the low to mid 70s. So I'd say t-shirt weather for sure for the chowder cook-off today in Newport, and notice very pleasant here in Providence, cooling back off into the mid 60s just before sunset. Backtracking just for a minute, we're looking at temperatures 81 degrees at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then by 5 p.m. there are those southeasterly breezes pulling those temperatures back into the upper 70s. At the beach, there will be a few differences today compared to tomorrow. Today, we're in the mid 70s, sunshine, and then tomorrow the breezes pick up a bit more onshore. That's why we have that temperature drop for tomorrow, but still a nice day at the beach for Dad, that's for sure. Now, breaking down a few things on the 7-day futurecast, heading out to Waterfire tonight, well, let's say you're out in Providence during the day in a t-shirt. By the evening, you may want to have an extra layer handy because 8 o'clock we're down to around 65, and I wouldn't be surprised to see some upper 50s out there by the time things are wrapping up late. A pleasant evening, not necessarily a really cool evening, just cool-ish, just enough where maybe you want an extra something to put over that t-shirt. And then on Sunday for Father's Day, that 79 is a Providence temperature. If you're inland, say Johnston, West Greenwich, low 80s will be the general rule for barbecues. Nice for that. And definitely a blue ribbon kind of forecast for Father's Day. Monday, 79, low 80s inland at the coast will once again be in the low 70s. There on Tuesday are the showers I was mentioning. Some of these could be heavy with some thunderstorms, and at that point it will also be a little muggier. But then the mugginess kind of goes away towards the end of the week. Temperatures drop, and there will be a chance of a few showers and some gusty winds Friday into Saturday. But the forecast on that part of the time period next weekend is still very iffy. Make sure you stay tuned to TJ tonight for any changes. You can always get the latest Futurecast over on our website at WPRI.com.
Now, Eyewitness Sports with Mark Dondero.
In what is a credit to David Ortiz, he and Ted Williams have a whole lot in common. They're two of the greatest Red Sox players of all time. They're both masters at hitting a baseball from the left side of the plate. And after last night, they have the exact same number of career home runs. Maybe the only thing they don't have in common is physique, because I think it's impossible for a big poppy to be a splendid splinter. Ortiz came in last night with 520 career home runs. But it was the Mariners who made noise first. Witness Franklin Gutierrez with the 2-run home run to center field. That's how things got going. Then in the third inning, it's Gutierrez again off Roenis Elias, helping the Mariners jump out to a 3-zip lead. They were up a touchdown in the fourth when Poppy makes his history. Ortiz, he's done that a lot. It's number 521 for his career. It's gone. Tying him with Williams. Show me the number. A fan who caught the ball actually got hooked up. Got the interview, got some merchandise, what it looks like. The score, though, because the Mariners are up 7-2 in the seventh when Robbie Cano belts one to left that sneaks over the monster as Seattle goes on to double up the Sox 8-4 the final. Paw Sox back on the road last night taking on the Louisville Bats, and it was the third inning where Pawtucket made hay. First, Ryan Lamar jacks one to left field. That would go. Home run. Later in the inning, it's Chris Marrero with a similar idea, but he hits one to left with hair on it. That gets out in a hurry. Pawtucket enjoying a crooked number. Then finally, it was Devin Marrero. The Marreros just tormenting the Louisville Bats. He spanks one to right center field. It gets down, it rolls. Good for a 2-run triple. Pawtucket, they score 6 in the third and go on to beat the Bats. They wallop them. 9-1 was the final. Chris Dunn reiterated on ESPN on Friday that he doesn't want to be picked by a team with a lot of depth at guard. Now, I'm not sure what Danny Ainge thinks about a comment like that, considering the Celtics roster, but he has to like the fact that Dunn is training with the best of the best.
I've been working out in California. There was a lot of, other draft prospects out there, so, I like to go against and have that competition. And I didn't get to have the chance and the opportunity to play against, the top 5 players that's in this draft, because they're in a different, division than me. I was in the Big East, and they were SEC and all those types of divisions. So, it would be fun, going against the top 5 players before, we get into, going to the NBA. And I thought it would be exciting to go against them.
Also last night, the Yankees defeated the Minnesota Twins. I'm Mark Dondero, Eyewitness Sports.
Time now is 7:54, and there's more coverage you can count on. Coming up on Eyewitness News, a skydiver raising tens of thousands of dollars just simply jumping out of a plane.
Enjoy Cardi's summer collection featuring rattan living room furniture for any room
and outdoor sets for your great outdoors.
Now, if you're like us, you'll really appreciate the comfortable outdoor furniture collection with no interest financing from Cardi's.
Most car dealers stock a large inventory. They may even give you a good price. Ultimately, it's quality service that sets a dealer apart. At Paul Bailey's, there's always a huge selection of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram vehicles. Plus, you'll get an unbeatable Bailey deal along with a trained and dedicated service team committed to providing the best customer service. So it's simple. For the price you want.
In the service you deserve.
Nobody beats a Bailey deal.
Paul Bailey's Drive and Discover event is going on now.
What I learned from my father is hard work. That's what he taught me. It doesn't make any difference what profession you have.
He would be in the office till past midnight with the janitorial service, bringing them pizzas up at night while we were younger. But he never missed a t-ball game, a soccer game, always coached us throughout our whole lives. And now he's coaching us now.
He's been an amazing, father figure and a confidant for all three of us. It's been an incredible experience to have him by our side and just for somebody to really learn from. I mean, you get to learn from the best.
I saw the passion that my dad had and becoming an attorney. I always looked up to him, whether it was coaching me in baseball, coaching me in soccer, and now obviously seeing him in a courtroom and being able to learn from his expertise.
I suppose that's a natural ingredient in our heritage because it just seems to have continued on not only with me, but also with my sons.
This Toyota certified used vehicle has passed its 160-point inspection. And behind every Toyota certified used vehicle is a factory-backed 1-year, 12,000-mile warranty, a factory-backed 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, plus 1 year of roadside assistance. Toyota certified used vehicles. The factory has your back. Now get 1.9 for 60 on many popular Toyota certified used vehicles. The best new cars make the best used cars.
You know those days when you wake up as achy as the day before?
Sleeping on the same old mattress won't help. The right mattress for you makes all
Box Spring with purchase of any Beauty Rest Recharge Ultra Pillow Top sleep sets.
Cardi's Furniture.
Wisconsin skydiver Kevin Burkhardt raised nearly $130,000 to battle Parkinson's disease by completing 101 skydive jumps, and that was just in 12 hours. As impressive as that is, he was actually aiming to complete 300 jumps in 24 hours. But that goal was cut short due to foul weather. The feat was in honor of Kevin's father, who has had Parkinson's disease for 2 decades. Kevin says he hopes it inspires others to try something new to make a change. A couple hundred people were out at the Padre Island National Seashore to catch a glimpse of a rare event. They were there to watch about 100 recently hatched sea turtles released into the Gulf. Park officials say nesting numbers of the endangered species of sea turtles are up this year, with nearly 175 recorded nests in the coastal bend. This is the 4th sea turtle release of the year. Certainly a nice day to be out on the beach and a nice day for some construction, perhaps on the roof.
Yes, that's what you're hearing right now. Just a little bit of construction going on, and it will be nice. For people actually that do work outside or living outdoors, you don't want it too humid and hot, so this is pretty good weather for that. Right. It'll be good weather to go to the chowder cook-off, water fire, really anything you want to do outside for the next couple days. A little breezier for Dad tomorrow. That means a little cooler at the beaches, but still a nice day. And then on Monday, also at 79 degrees, increasing the humidity a little bit. Tuesday, that's the next chance of really seeing some showers around here, which we could actually use. And then in terms of, a really muggy day, that would be on Tuesday as well. So humidity not too bad for the next few days.
Right, beautiful week. Thanks, Pete. And be sure to join us tomorrow from 6 to 9 for more Eyewitness News. Enjoy your day.
What if you didn't have a car payment this summer? Would you go on a relaxing getaway or an exciting summer adventure? Well, the Summers on Us sales event from Kia is back with 0 payments due for 5 months, including your first 2 months on us. Plus, get 0% financing on the one-of-a-kind Soul, the high-tech Forte hatchback and sedan, or the stylish Optima and Optima Hybrid. And spend your savings having more summer fun. Hurry into your Kia dealer today for the Summers on Us sales event.
Are you tired of the hassles and discomfort of daytime contacts and glasses? Hayden Optometric Associates is currently accepting new Ortho-K patients looking to get their freedom back. If you are unsure of eye surgery, Ortho-K may be a perfect option to correct your nearsightedness while you sleep. Ortho-K is a non-invasive, non-surgical procedure that temporarily corrects nearsightedness. Simply put your Ortho-K lenses on before bed and remove them when you wake up, and you'll enjoy great vision during your day. Call Dr. Joel Hayden today and schedule your evaluation. With Ortho-K, the possibilities are endless.
What will you do with the money you'll save at Somerset Subaru? Save big on new 2016 Subaru Foresters and Outbacks and get 0% financing on select models. Plus, like always, get free pickup and delivery. So what will you do with all the money you'll save? Somerset Subaru, closer than you think, or online at Subaru.